Hello, everyone. Welcome again to another edition of GTE Professional Network Podcast. I'm your host again, Ed Peterson. You know, today is Tuesday, ladies and gentlemen. I am super excited because we have a special guest today. Actually, two special guests today. We got Dr. Little, Janice Little of the Graduates Gift and the Graduates Gift Foundation that she has put together, assisting and helping young people across the country, as well as in Texas to basically build and grow a network for themselves. And we have also special guest, Miss Oilvia Robinson. And we're going to talk about her. She just graduated, and she's a graduation class and a winner of the Graduates Gift system that Dr. Lewis put together for us to discuss today in reference to her goals, what she's going to be doing this year, 2026, as we are entering, of course, the summertime is here, and what she's planning on doing for the rest of her, journey as she continues to take on a new cup now as a young adult. And we want to get with all of graduation classes, what they're doing and how they're looking, what their outlooks are going to be, and helping them and assisting them to pick some good career paths that's going to be beneficial and relevant in the marketplace today. And of course, you know my company, Global Touch Enterprise. We're a web design and marketing company. And we've been assisting entrepreneurs, churches, and nonprofit organizations across the country to build and grow their network in the area where they do business. And so we want to get started and kick it off. So Miss Oilvia Robinson, how are you today?
I'm good. It's summer. I'm just getting used to it, getting ready for college.
I know, right? So now that you graduated out of high school, how does that feel now that you're going to be entering into college? And what kind of college did you select to go to?
It feels good. I really say I'm very proud of myself. I actually decided to go to a four-year university. It's actually at HBCU in Albany, Georgia.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I like that.
I'll be majoring in it's a health science pathway for diagnostic medical sonography, which is ultrasound, and I'll
Mhm.
be also be getting a master's in psychology.
There you go. That's a beautiful thing. That goes hand in hand. My mom made me study psychology growing up, and so I had no choice because my mom was a assistant nurse in nursing. She was taking up that, but she said you're going to need to learn that so you can deal with the people. And I'm like,
Mhm.
well, at first I kind of downplayed it and I'm like, I don't think I need it. But then now, and I'm glad I did take the class. I'm glad I did use it as one of my curriculums in college. And so it really benefits. Now I've been able to help because I wanted to be a counselor to help young people. And in Chicago, where I'm from originally, we have our Scared Straight program. We have the Chicago Teen Challenge, which work with a lot of teenagers and young kids and stuff like that in out there. So it's really good that you finally found something that you really looked at. So what made you want to think about doing psychology, and why did you consider that as one of your curriculums?
So as a kid, I like love shows like Criminal Minds and First 48. So when I say psychology, I specifically want to go into criminal psychology because
Hmm.
I've always wanted to understand on a deeper level like why criminals do the things they do and like what leads up to that like background and everything.
So you want to be a profiler. Okay.
Basically, yeah.
All right. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I love Criminal Minds. That's one of my favorite shows with Shamar Moore and all the rest of the people that's on there. But
Hmm.
yeah, and actually, it is a real career path and a real curriculum for people to learn the behaviors. And everybody want to know what goes inside of a criminal mind. I
Hmm.
mean, that's really deep. That when you think about it, then to really think about what makes people do the things that they do, and why can't they have any parameters where they can stop those impulses that they have, and especially the negative ones. The positive ones is good. The negative ones is what we really look at. But that's really interesting that you decided to do that. So, and how did you get a chance to be a part of the Graduates Gift?
So when I graduated, Dr. Little was at the graduation because she did used to work for the school, and she was having conversations with my mom, and gave my mom a flyer for like one of the meetings, and I just showed up, and it was that from there.
Okay, wow, that's wonderful. Well, Dr. Little has that personality where she just meet the people. She's actually a people person, believe it or not. And then as a retired social worker, that she was been, and she's just been able to continue on that journey, that path. That's her passion. She loves to do it, and she's not going to stop doing it no matter what goes on. She's going to always find a way to look out for young people. And same thing with me. I have the young entrepreneur workshops I'm putting together for young minds that want to learn technology. So I'm able to help them to learn, Ms. Robinson, on technology, things that we didn't get when we had those, especially in grade school and high school. We didn't have none of that kind of stuff unless unless you was in a technical school, where you can go, a technical high school where you can learn to get some of them trade skills. But today they don't have that. They kind of got rid of and fired all of the technology people in high schools and so forth. So I thought if we had a tech center set up, or I can do a workshop online, that'll give some young people across the country an opportunity to learn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, but also I know Dr. Lou's on the road, but Dr. Lou, can you chime in for a little bit to share about the graduate's gift?
Sure. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you loud and clear.
Oh, yeah. I'm always super excited to share about the graduate's gift and what we have going, what we're doing with the class of 2026. What we're doing is what we call intensive support services, meaning that we're meeting with them and being available weekly. And when we have these weekly sessions, this is when we're able to give the students some one-on-one group coaching, whatever the student needs during that time, we're there to assist them. We focus on resume writing, we focus on scholarship application, as well as internship. We actually had our first intern placement, and it was amazing, where the student was interested in cybersecurity. We have an expert that did an intensive interview with the student and his parents, because we do require the parents to be supportive as well. So throughout the process, it's not just us with the graduates, but the parents as well, being a support system for them too, because during this transition period, parents need support too, because they're going through transition as their kids are going through transition. And they're going to be needing the emotional support with when the kids leave. We're going to be right there with the parents. We're their new community now. So super excited that we're consistently showing up and supporting the graduates. We're also going to be focused on that research study, looking at the financial literacy skills of the graduates, where we're going to give them access to different community resources for them to support businesses. We have different partners that have already thrown in free items like free car wash, where they get to go and get a free car wash at the support business restaurant. So super excited to have the kids involved in the financial literacy challenge as well. And some of these items are things that they can take back to college with them. So we're just building a network of support of business owners as well as the youth and the parents. That's what we have going on.
Wow, that's beautiful, Dr. Little. And I'm really happy that you've worked with a lot of the high school kids in graduating, that was graduating this year. And of course, Miss Oilvia Robinson is a recipient of that. She won the $500 that you had offered for them completing that. And how did you? And let me go into a little bit more, Dr. Little, with that on the recipients that win. And what is the next step for them now that they've won? She's won the prize through the graduate school.
Well, with the gift, what we were doing is giving grants. Now, with the grants, we wanted it to be a no barriers grant, whereas students could decide how they wanted to use the grants. With that, the no barrier grant, the only requirement now they have to go through is the workshop, which will have the workshop where it is a self-paced workshop where we have the students to identify what it is they're doing, just like she's engaged here today, sharing what her goals are. But with the self-directed workshop, we're able to track the data with her, writing the goals down, what her plans are, where she's going to go, and things like that, and also offer additional support with it. And that's part of the grant. We're not just going to give the money, let them go, but we're going to give them the money and provide the support ongoing. And it comes with mentorship, coaching as well. So that's what we're doing with the actual grant. We call it a grant because we did not want it to be where it was GPA required, restrained, where it would eliminate a lot of kids from applying. But with this no barriers grant, anyone could sign up to register to get access to the grant. But what made Olivia stand out was she showed up. We had the in-person opportunity
Mm-hmm.
for students like the workshop that we had. So, and it was just a getting to know workshop. It's not one that requires a whole lot of intensive work up front. It was more just getting to know and building rapport with the students and the parents.
Right, right. And that's good that you talked to her mom and got her involved in there. And of course, Olivia, you showed up. That was pretty cool, and that Dr. Little gave your mom the brochure, a reference to that, and also with that, Olivia, we're getting with the graduate's gift. Now that you're the recipient of that grant, what is your goal now? Now that you're part of it, to helping other people in your group to also be a part of this as well.
My goal is to introduce the graduate's gift to other like my peers, so they could at least get the same opportunities that I'm getting, so they could like go far as much as I want to go far.
There you go. That's what I'm talking about. All right, that's good. And so the HBCU, what made you select that particular HBCU college?
So at first I was just going based off not wanting to be in Texas because I've been in Texas my whole life. Like I just wanted a change of scenery,
Scenery.
like just a
Yeah.
restart, yeah. But when I went to a spring open house in April,
Hmm.
and I just got to see what the school was really about, and it just felt like everybody was united, and like it felt like a community, like it felt like a
Yeah.
home away from home, and I really
Yeah.
liked that. So I felt like I really found my home in a school, and I that was like my first choice.
Okay, there you go. I like that. That is, and it's right. You're right. It's absolutely right. And it's about us and helping us continue to grow and leave an impact on other people's lives, not just our own, but other people's lives as well. We're a big community, and I love the fact that the HBCUs across the country has really done that in regards to how we do it. You got Prairie View A&M. So you got a lot of different HBCUs out here. Tennessee, you got them all over the other states. But to get out, I know what you mean. You've been in Houston all your life, Texas all your life. So you kind of like it's time to get out and kind of see what the world has to offer.
Mhm.
And now you, as a college student, getting a chance to kind of learn and earn. What is you going to be doing career wise while you're in transition to going to the college there?
So as of right now, I work in retail. I was going to just transfer over there and work in retail, but I also wanted to get into content creating and just build my platform from there and network just to get to know people. Because at the end of the day, it's not about what you know; it's always about who you know.
There you go. That's the number one answer right there. And you're absolutely right. It's not what you know, it's who you know. And that's why you want to build strategic relationships, Olivia, everywhere you go. And when I say strategic relationships, I'm talking about knowing people that's on your level and above, that can get you to the level that you want to get to as you are in your transition and growth period. And we want to always grow. We always going to continue to grow, no matter how old we get, no matter what we do on this planet. The goal is to continue to grow and always, and I would call it the able effect, always be learning every day. And the more we stay focused there, the stronger we get, the better we come out. And I'm super excited for you going to this HBCU and making sure and all of that in the career, that path that you're taking. But content creating is one thing, Oilvia. And what is it that you want to share in being a content creator that makes an impact for the people in your generation?
I would be like a day in a life type of thing, like just regular vlogs, because I feel like when it comes to my generation, not even to like put down or like throw shade, it's just when one person sees their peer like doing good, it motivates them to also want to do good and actually get out there. So I feel like I want to be the type of person where if I do this, it motivates somebody else, it motivates the next person and the next person.
There you go. Right. And I call that, Oilvia, the domino effect. Because once you do that, you can basically continue to grow and continue to shine the light on others, and others will also want to follow you. And this is how you build your network and your net worth. And what Dr. Little has done with the Graduates Gift has really been a blessing. And she's been doing it for a long time. I'm going to put it like that. But now that she has her foundation, Dr. Little, talk a little bit about the foundation too as well in reference to what you're doing there.
I want to touch briefly too, before we shift there, to talk with Oilvia, because we do have an opportunity, Oilvia, and it's a paid opportunity where you could actually be the host of a day in a life. I can connect you with Cascade Media Group, and they're looking for graduates to actually host a show yourself, and it is a paid opportunity. You do have to submit your topics weekly, and I will connect you with Mr. Carlos Nelson, who's out of Kansas City. I just left Kansas City, so looking at some of the podcasts and the shows that some of the youth have done in that area, and I'll share that with you so that you can see what these guys have done so far on his platform. So you can actually host your own a day in a life and get paid for it through Cascade Media Group. Okay?
That's right. She just said it's not what you know, it's who you know. And now that she knows you, Oilvia, isn't that incredible?
So are you ready now? Because you know I move fast, honey.
Yes.
When we hang up off of this call, I will be calling him saying, hey, I have one of the graduates ready to go, and we already have your headshot and resume ready to roll.
Okay.
Right. And then also,
you say, okay.
Right. And then I can also have you back on my show to talk about it, what you're doing there. And also getting your audience up and all that. And it's a wonderful opportunity. Like I said, content creating is a really good way to really win some big money. A lot of young people are doing it, as well as older groups are doing it too as well. Because we all have a story, we all have something to say, we all have something to share based off our experiences and what we've learned throughout the days. And so this gives us an opportunity to really help others as we help ourselves, because we never know who's going through what, but it may be something that you can share that might shine a light to something that they may not have thought about that can help them build and grow and get out there and do something for themselves. And so ownership is the key, Oilvia, and that's what I want you to focus on: ownership, owning your own narrative, your own content, and your own business, where you're doing everything that's going to not only benefit you, but also benefit the people around you. So with that, Oilvia, now that you got all of this information today, isn't it great that you came on my podcast?
Yes.
So I know you tell your mom exactly all the stuff that we talked about, and your guys can get a snippet of the show too, and view it again, and share with your friends and peers. Because you already started right now. Today was your first day talking about content. So look at that. So that's another good thing. And then working with Dr. Little with the graduate's gift and continuing and sharing, like you said earlier, sharing with your peers about the graduate's gift so they can also benefit from it. That's also part of your content as you're creating it right now in real time. So anything that you had thought about, Oilvia, that you kind of say, well, I may want to do something else or want to do something big, but I know you got a big mind, a big dream. And what is that you had decided that you said to yourself that I want to do this?
I'm not gonna lie, it's a lot of things. Like I'm very open minded to a lot of things, but one thing I've like really been open to, and I know Dr. Little, this is gonna make you laugh. I actually wanted to start doing nails.
Okay.
Nails,
And
girl.
Well,
I got a junior nail tech in the car with me.
wow. So you wanted to do nails.
You want to do nails too? Okay. We're gonna set up shop. We're gonna have nail day. A nail content day. It's gonna be a nail content day, and you're gonna have the nail people like Diane who love doing nails because she did my nails for my birthday. So yes. So yes, I'm just gonna encourage you to do the nail thing too. We're just gonna do content nails.
And that's a good thing. See, so you're basically a multitasker, and you basically have multiple gifts and talents, Oilvia, because what you're sharing today lets you know, and this is what I love to hear from young people and my colleagues, and also my target market and people that I talk to on a regular, is what is your gift? What is your talent? What is it that you really want to do? I know I have multiple gifts within myself. I know certain things I would love to do. I'm also a poet. I write poetry. I love doing that. And as well as I can draw. I love to do that. I haven't drawn in a while, but I can draw. But so a lot of things that I have done through the years growing up have taught me to be more expressive in myself and not to be ashamed or afraid to be expressive. And I love the fact, Oilvia, that you're on that path of not being afraid or, have to give an excuse for why you're doing what you're wanting to do. And you're doing this early on, and you just graduated out of high school. So how does that feel?
It feels good. I feel like starting off young, I'm always gonna have somewhere to go. So I'm never gonna be stuck in one place for too long. I could just keep building and building, and it just feels good to know that I could keep building and building.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
And know that you have a support system that's supporting because you have a wonderful mom. Your mom is very supportive. And having good, strong family support system as well as community support, you're destined to succeed with that.
Yes, and that's what it's all about, Oilvia. I'm super excited for you. Congratulations again on being the winner of the recipient for the graduate's gift. Dr. Little has truly showcased her talented gift on what she's representing every young person, high school, college people as well, in reference to being true to yourself and not being afraid to step up and step out and use your voice because you have a voice. And you want to make sure that you stand stern on your belief system and let nobody take you off of that. Because like Janice, Dr. said, you have a great support system, your mom, everybody that's around you. Now you got a bigger community now. Well, they were going into college. How about that?
Yes.
So now you're able to do the things you want to do. And like I said, just keep us posted. Keep me posted for sure. And definitely have you back on to talk more through your college years that you're going to be taking upon. And since you're not, and that's good. You said you're going through a 4-year deal with this. Okay, so that's a good thing. Some people don't do 4 years. Some people do 2, and however they decide to do it. But I'm glad you decided to take up the full 4 years at the HBCU in Alabama.
And I think that content, a day in the life of a college student, would be an amazing show.
See, you know what? Dr. Little is doing. I got to give her that credit. Now, I'm going to give my sister credit when credit is due. She's very good at that. And also, Oilvia, you become an author of everything you create in your content world. Do you know that?
Mm-hmm.
So you can create a book. You can write a book. You can put together some opportunities along the path that you've taken to help others that's behind you to see exactly how you did it. And this is what I have in my podcast. I'm showcasing it right now, where I'm offering up to have people on my show success stories that they can share in reference to how they built their businesses and how they grew their businesses in the area and the neighborhoods that they serve in, and what were their struggles and what were their wins. And so I have that open call right now where people can come onto my podcast and share. And that's what it's all about. And so what you're doing, Oilvia, is going to definitely be an impact. And since you like me in a sense, because I don't want to stay in one place too long either, it gets kind of old and boring. So you want to move around. And so I don't see you in one spot too long there as well in Alabama.
Mm-hmm.
So are you excited about reference to all that you got going on this year, 2026?
I am.
Great. I'm super excited for you. I know you. So here's the question. One last question. I'm gonna share it back to Dr. Little and we can close it out. Now that you have graduated, you said in December, you just went on stage this year across that, amongst your peers and amongst everybody else that's in your group. How many of the high school kids are moving to go outside of the college in other states, or just staying back in Texas where they normally located because that's where they feel they're more comfortable?
Out of the peers that I've talked to, like that are going out of state, I would say it's about like 5 to 10% of my class.
Okay.
It was only like a few kids, and
Right.
even then, they're going out of state. They're going to Louisiana, so it's like they plan to be back home.
LSU.
Yeah.
Yeah, LSU is big. Everybody loves Louisiana State University. But yeah, and that's a neighboring state, so it's right next door.
Yeah.
They're not going too far, but you're going to Alabama, girl.
Georgia.
Georgia, right? Okay, Georgia. Okay, you're going to Georgia, right? So in Georgia, right? So you're gonna have a great time there. My God, I love Georgia. Yeah, I'm only 8 hours away from Georgia. I'm in Virginia Beach, Virginia, but I'm only 8 hours from Georgia. But I love Georgia, and I have relatives there and so forth. So it's a good thing. So Dr. Little, as you continue now with Graduate's Gift, what are your goals now for us? If you can, Dr. Little. Okay, she probably don't know. She don't know. Dr. Little. Dr. Little. Can she hear me? Okay. All right. Dr. Little? Okay, I guess you can't hear me. All right, she's still driving. So okay. She's still driving. All right. So, but thank you for coming on my podcast today, Oilvia, Ms. Robinson. I'm super excited that you got a chance to share today in reference to what your goals are and what you plan on doing in the rest of this year, 2026 into 2027. And being a content creator is the key, and ownership and owning your own business is the key as well. So you want to come up with your business name. You're going to need a website. You're going to need all these various things to grow and market yourself as a content creator. So you'll have opportunities to showcase these things. And of course, I can help you with that too as well, with my company. And then again, with Global Touch Enterprise, because that's the name of my company. And of course, like I share with people, you can Google me, Global Touch Enterprise, and you can see exactly everything that I do. And if you want to go to our website, it's globaltouchenterprise.com. Ladies and gentlemen, of course, my YouTube channel at Edward Peterson Jr. Is my YouTube channel, and everybody that's been able to share and showcase some things, you guys will be able to see all of the content that I've created, of course, all of the things and people that I've had on my show this year, 2026 and beyond. I have some more special guests coming up. Mr. Francisco Chapa will be on this Thursday, because every Tuesday and Thursdays at 2 p.m. Central Standard Time, I do my podcast where I'm helping and assisting entrepreneurs, churches, and nonprofit organizations how to build and grow their network in the area where they do business. So with that, Miss Olivia, thank you very much for your time and for being on our show. And we'll see you at the top and continue on. And we'll have you back on again to talk further in your college career. You have a blessed day now.
Thank you so much.
All right. Take care. Bye-bye.
You too.